It saddens me that we are here. Our final topic for these Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots is the 3 images based on the battle with the Neo Darkside. Disclaimer, in this video we're going to assume that this battle happens loosely in the order of the original Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. We will operate on this thinking because this Strelitzia screenshot is clearly meant to display the difference in graphics from what we saw in 2022 to 2025. Man, this game has really come a long way. The KH4 trailer always had this uncanny lack of shading and video pop that these screenshots just immediately corrected for me, and I'm happy with that. Now getting into the discussion, as there's no theory to be had with these images besides at the end, but that would be getting ahead of myself. In the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, we hear a voice in what sounds like Sora's apartment.
自分が望む結末ではなかったと絶望するのなら、他の世界に退場すればいい。選択肢は無限にあるはずだ。
Where Nomura would leave a puzzle for us that revealed this voice is actually Sigurd, the character we were introduced to at the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Key. Follow along with me here because all of this is important to that theory bit, because I want to use this video as a sort of poll to see which scenario do you guys believe to be most likely. Right after this, it's revealed that Strelitzia is also within Quadratum, where it's implied that she either found Sora once he got there, or Yuzora and Co left Sora with Strelitzia, or the theory that Strelitzia is working for Lushu is actually true.
あなたはこの世界に来て7日間ずっと眠っていたの。ここはクワッドラトム、聖者の世界ではあるけれど、私たちにとっては死の世界ってことになるみたい。
True. As although Strelitzia is a Keyblade wielder, it's totally probable that she would just happen upon, it's totally improbable, sorry, that she would just happen upon Sora one day in what is essentially Japan, complete with Shinjuku and Shibuya prefectures. She even states that since his arrival, he's been asleep for 4 days, meaning most likely she met him the day he got there, or she knew of his existence the day he got there. After all that, we see a Darkside coming together within a portion of the city. Sora goes at it alone, but one thing I think a lot of people missed all this time is that Sora only successfully staggers this giant Darkside for all his efforts. He doesn't even come close to defeating this thing. Let's somewhat break this down. In the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, we start with a cutscene of Sora entering battle. If you pay attention, Sora struggles to even summon the Keyblade. I'm sure you can probably show me an instance of this happening to Sora in the past, but here are some examples of how fast the Keyblade usually or typically tends to come to Sora. Now, if Sora is struggling to summon the Keyblade at the beginning of this confrontation, and we've established that, let's talk about the actual mock-up gameplay segment. Sora approaches the Darkside, utilizes flow motion and a new power in his arsenal, the whip. This is why I've said time and time again that Sora seems to have this power innately, as when would he have the time to train for this ability? Remember, he's been asleep for 4 days, and while it is possible that this Darkside will be the final boss within Quadratum, meaning this is going to happen way after Sora awakens, this is most likely happening the day that Sora awakens within Quadratum, unless Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to the KH1 approach to the beginning of its story. In that game specifically, if I remember correctly, Sora fights 2 Darksides within the Station of Awakening and beyond the door of the Destiny Islands. But if KH4 does not follow in the footsteps of KH1 in this regard, Darksides have always marked the beginning of our journey within Kingdom Hearts titles. Surely we will experience a Dive to Heart tutorial sequence, right? The only time we legitimately didn't have one was when Roxas takes us back to day 7 in 305 8 days over 2. The reason that skipped the dive to heart tutorial was purely due to the fact that Roxas did not have a heart yet. So why would KH4 skip the dive to heart and potentially have its Darkside showdown be here amongst Quadratum? Strelitzia even sets up the dive to heart sequence, telling us that Sora has been asleep for 4 days. I have a unique suggestion on this. This is not the overall theory, but I think that Sora is facing a dark side while awake within Kingdom Hearts 4 because Sora will not be how we experienced the dive to heart this time around. Remember, Tetsuya Nomura said that his next project was actually going to be Verum Rex. But because fans would get anxious waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4 and finding out what happened to Sora, he relented and gave us Kingdom Hearts 4 instead. Well, what if Yozora gives us our dive to heart this time around? I mean, I've been having these weird thoughts lately, like, is any of this for real or not? None of this makes sense to me. Hell, it's possible that Nomura will pull even a whole Verum Rex opening that leads into the dive of heart to heart. But we are way off topic. Let me correct myself. Sora utilizes the drill on the Darkside's fist. This successfully parries this incoming attack. However, when Sora fully realizes this attack and strikes this Darkside, the Darkside merely stumbles and is ready to go again. If you slow the trailer down here, Sora is not actually gritting his teeth. He's in awe at how ineffective his method of combating this foe is. He then clutches his Keyblade and then charges at the Darkside to prepare for round 2. So this brings us around to the 3 screenshots where we see these 2 lights charging at high velocity or high speed towards this Darkside. One yellow and one blue. I wholeheartedly believe that the yellow one is an attack from Sora without a doubt. There will be some doubt though. I'm just throwing that in there. But the blue one is interesting because keen viewers would immediately assume this to be Yozora, right? Blue Eye opened and charging alongside Sora or utilizing a similar technique by copying his power. But then I noticed there's a moment where the Gigas in the Verum Rex trailer are clad in blue and flying at a high rate of speed. So then this opens up the possibility of Gigas as well. And then there's the most improbable yet possible possibility. In the toy box, Rex states that he's raised Yozora's level to level 47. But he cannot seem to beat the Bahamut boss. Bahamut within Final Fantasy 15 and many other Final Fantasies is represented by blue. His energy attacks are also typically blue. There is one miscellaneous thing about this topic that I think we may briefly need to touch on. In an old video of mine, we talked about the Gathering and how I now believe that that cutscene will now be the emergence of the Master of Masters back into reality. And the thing that Terra is standing on is the Verum Rex version of Bahamut, a draconic beast with claws and turbines, meaning it's meant to fly. But here's the thing, in that video there's a concept established that has yet to appear that may appear here. Mind you, the rest of these sentences that are stated, or the rest of these ideas that are stated, do actually appear, or they've appeared at least in some form that you can conflate them to be the same somewhere within the series. One of the many texts we see in the Gathering is this idea of something called chasers. These chasers could be the 2 lights that we see, where they erase light and darkness from the realms of unreality, explaining why Lushu is wearing his hood once again. This could be why Sigurd is telling Sora about leaving Quadratum to visit other worlds. Remember, everything about Kingdom Hearts' secret ending has almost in totality been realized. Verum Rex is a video game, so just imagine if chasers are some sort of glitch system, some sort of master system, like when you get stuck in the walls, and how some games rectify this with a sort of rollback of events, restoring your playable character into a proper zone. So which of these four or another option do you believe to be likely here? Within the second image, we do see a bunch of dust particles flowing through the air as this ethereal light blots out the other end of the underpass for Sora. I've heard of the possibility that this may be connected to the phenomena in Missing Link, the portal that leads to the astral plane. And the astral plane actually is supposed to be connected to unreality to some degree, or to our knowledge right now. There's official material that makes the suggestion of the two being connected, and of course Sigurd seems to be in unreality, or he's making a call to Sora about how to traverse the many worlds of unreality. But I think this topic is kind of premature. Admittedly, I just wanted to keep the momentum going on these screenshots and have a discussion with you guys about the possibilities, as they most likely are endless. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna bring up a bunch of ideas or start a bunch of discussions in the comments. Like, it's totally possible that the Master of Masters could immediately reveal himself to Sora and decided to jump into this fight and help him, and the giant lights we could be coming from him, or even Ephemera getting in on some of the action and providing Sora with a little bit of help, or the X-Blade could get that much closer to coming out within this battle that Sora generates 2 attacks here. When I say the possibilities are endless, they are endless. So let me know what you guys think about this. This has been your boy Mazzy. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and everything you do, don't forget to keep it A-class. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Take care of yourself and take care of each other, and peace the heck out. So this is post-recording. Thank you guys for tuning in to all of these videos I did about the Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots. It's been really cool to see you guys start to fuck with me again and start to mess with the content again. It's been really great. I have a lot more videos where I've talked about Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link back when we still thought that was coming, if you guys want to check those out. But at the same time too, I also just wanted to come on and say thank you. This isn't the end of our time with discussing or theorizing about Kingdom Hearts 4. There's still a lot going on. With Missing Link being gone, we must now, I guess you could say, kind of theorize, or at least I want to play with the idea of theorizing what exactly would have happened within Missing Link. So, of course, I'm going to try and stay away from fan fiction as much as possible. I do believe that there's enough within the story to where we can kind of get a general gist. Like, you'd be surprised how much of a general gist I think we can get of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, especially with the astral plane having at least some loose ties to unreality as a realm. It's possible that, of course, we can pretty much stitch together at least a very bare bones baseline version of the story, or what could have potentially happened before Kingdom Hearts 4 releases. And I want to take a pitch at doing this, and I think it would be fun to do it. Like, I think it would be really fun to do it, because it'd be fun to see of everything that we can glean from what we know of every event close to that era, or every event within that era, such as Brain reappearing, Sigurd appearing there, but then also being within the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Like, there's so much stuff. Finding out that the player character of Missing Link is the player character from Union Chi, and this is represented as his second lifetime, meaning that, and he even gives us an idea of how long ago it was when Ephemera died. Like, he says your great 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 grandfather, meaning Ephemera could have been dead perhaps about 300 years. And thus, with the player character, this means that there's a potential possibility that, I'm not gonna get into it, but of course we do know that Brain, it was supposed to appear in Missing Link. But this is interesting, because the whole thing about Brain appearing in Missing Link is that we automatically assume that Brain was there the same time as player character, when what actually could be happening is the Lushu affected brain, or the Lushu that removes the hood and says, "May my heart be my guiding key" at the end of Union Chi, that one could be in Scarlet Asylum during the time player character was there. And then Brain, or in his events, may actually be in the future of Scarlet Asylum. So there may have been some kind of weird thing going on to where like we would see two different time periods, and perhaps for a little while within certain chapters we would have played as Brain himself. I think giving us access to one of the Union leaders would definitely be a prospect of what could have happened in Missing Link. But that's not what this video is fucking about. I done went into too much shit. I done told you guys so much about the damn theory video where I was gonna try. I love talking about Kingdom Hearts, man. But thank you guys for tuning into this video once again. I appreciate all of the love on the videos recently, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace the heck out.